Coming up on the Sports Desk, it's a new year and we are jumping right back in the saddle. Yes, the holidays are over and there are lots of tournament hoops and youth action to tell you about. Who won, who went home bummed out, from scores to highlights and everything in between, we've got you covered. Plus, a new year can't really begin without some New Year's resolutions. We go to the hardwood to hear what the kids are working towards for 2019. And if better fitness is one of those goals, which isn't it always, you have definitely come to the right place. We've got the who, what, where, when, and how. Let's get things started right now. Hey guys, welcome to the Sports Desk, your one source for all things Torrance sports. I am your new host, Lesley Robins. Yes, you heard right. It is the new year. Happy New Year, everyone. And I am the fresh face here at CitiCABLE, giving you a gateway to the brightest sports stars in Torrance. First off, let me say a big thank you to our trusted reporters, Danny and Cedric, for holding down the anchor desk so well over the past couple of months. And of course, the man, AJ, who was at the helm before them. I have very big shoes to fill indeed, and hope to have some fun while doing so. Won't you join me? Or follow me, perhaps. Yes, before we get to the good stuff, I want to hear from you. Here are the social media stats. I'm at Lesley Mia. That's LESLEYMIA. The show is at the Sports Desk TV. Find us, tag us. Our program is also on Facebook. We've got email. All the details are right there on the screen. Tell us what's going on and what we need to know, because when it comes down to it, this show is all about you. Now let's get you in the know with some numbers. I'm taking you to the first official week back from the holiday break, and you know our favorite student athletes were moving and shaking. In boys basketball, the Knights grabbed a huge win on the road against Cantwell Sacred Heart by a score of 111-28. The Saxons over at North beat the Morningside Monarchs by 15 points, 68-53. The Spartans of South lost their non-conference game to El Segundo, 39-27. And it was also a loss for the Lady Tartars. The Peninsula Panthers basketball team scored 58 points and held host Torrance to 37 in the Panthers' non-league win. On to soccer, Bishop's girls varsity club lost their home game against the Lancers by a score of 4-2. So too did the boys soccer. Torrance team, they lost to Redondo Union 5-2. And over on the hardwood at El Camino College, it was a great night for Erica Carson, who recorded a season high in scoring as the Warriors won their first home game of the year over LA Valley, 68-59. Erica logged 14 points and shot 7 for 10 from the field to lead her team in the opening round of the Crossover Challenge tournament. How about a little football love this winter season? Congratulations are in order to El Camino College Warriors wide receiver Trevon Clark and defensive back Isaiah Lemos. They were each named to the All-California Community College Football All-Region team. The duo helped lead the Warriors to the National Central Title League, the team's first since 2008 and first outright title since 2005. The Warriors finished the year with an 8-2 record in 2018 and made a postseason bowl for the second straight year. Now, back to basketball. For most high school teams in the country, including right here in Torrance, the Christmas break wasn't a break at all when it came to playing ball, as tournaments ran before and after Christmas, and the competition was almost as fierce as, say, the playoffs. I'll have some tournament deets for you later in the show, but let's just say the Knights closed out 2018 in a big way. 3 of their varsity seniors, Will Crawford, Gianni Hunt, and Joshua Vasquez, ended the year with 100 wins and only 10 losses in their young careers, and were undefeated on their home court. There is sad news to discuss on the Bishop Montgomery front. A very famous graduate turned Knights and MLS soccer coach Ziggy Schmid passed away over the holiday break at the age of 65 at Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center. He was waiting for a heart transplant. The South Bay fixture's resume was long, his accomplishments even longer. He won 3 NCAA soccer championships at UCLA and was the biggest winner in Major League Soccer history with 266 victories during 2 runs with the Galaxy, as well as with Columbus and Seattle. Ziggy graduated from Bishop Montgomery in 1971 and was inducted into the Bishop Montgomery Athletic Hall of Fame in 2017. On the heels of his death, we caught up with the Warriors soccer team moments after their game against the Palos Verdes Sea Kings. The game was tied 1-1, while the loss of Ziggy was top of mind.
It's really sad to hear him go. He's been a legacy in soccer for the South Bay and for U.S. national soccer, and very sad to hear him. He's not with us anymore.
It's unfortunate that he passed away. He was a leader for the U.S. soccer. Just hope we can carry on his legacy and improve on it.
And here was Ziggy in a post-match interview from October 2012. It was Seattle versus Portland, and Seattle won 3-0.
But that was tremendous, and just the whole atmosphere and the feeling, you know, when I walked on the field, as I said to Schmetz, I said, this is what heaven must be like. You know, in my imagination of heaven, this is it. Packed house, beating Portland by 3, you know, fans going crazy. It can't get better than that.
We'll be right back.
Humans have been gathering around fires, sharing stories for centuries. Uh-oh, it appears these hot ashes are about to be dumped, which could possibly start a wildfire.
Oh my gosh, bear!
Wait just a minute. Is that the Smokey Bear?
He scared us.
How will Smokey deal with such a hot situation? Precisely, the garden hose defense. Next, a thorough stir. Then another spray. And finally the true test, feeling if the ashes are cool. It looks like they are. Bravo.
Wait, do you mind if we could just...
Ah yes, the selfie. A ritual practiced so frequently with this tribe. But not so much by Smokey Bear.
Just 1 second, Smokey, wait.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to the Sports Desk. I'm Lesley Robins. LA Laker LeBron James is now 1 degree away from Torrance sports. One of LA's very own professional basketball teams officially took some of our very own young students under their wings. The South Bay Lakers, a branch of our iconic LA Lakers and who play for the G League, have formally adopted Edison Elementary School, and we were there. It all happened just before the holidays, so a very nice gift indeed. The school welcomed the team with open arms and with some sweet decorations too. What this new bond means is the team has pledged a season worth of activities, school beautification projects, youth basketball opportunities, as well as educational programs to the school. During the event, certificates of achievements were also given out to the students. A special shout out to the Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce for helping to make this partnership possible. And of course, a big thank you to the South Bay Lakers for giving back to the community in such a sweet way.
Great morning, great afternoon, and it was wonderful to be invited by not only the Torrance School District, but the Chamber of Commerce to be able to be here today, and just a wonderful partnership to be able to improve the lives of youth here at school.
Now, listen up, kids. Professional sports teams, of course, just like the LA and South Bay Lakers, are all made up of folks who had a dream as a youngster, just like you. But as you know, you can't just show up to the dream. You have to work for it, and the work starts young. Recently, we got to catch up with some athletes of the next generation in youth sports. The Y hosted championship games for both the Junior Clippers and LA Kings Youth League teams. Reporter Danny Miskell met up with these future All-Stars, showing off some serious talent against San Pedro.
It's a busy day at the Y as they're hosting championship games funded by the NBA and NHL. Starting first on the Junior Clippers court, this is a big moment for the white jersey team as they won this game by 13 points.
This game is crazy. It's the championship, my last game. I worked hard, and the three over here, I shot it, I got a foul, and I was really happy because my parents are here.
For returner Sergio Fagota, he says he's even surprised himself at how the team dominated this championship game.
Fantastic. Because last season we lost in the first round of the playoffs, and now winning this, it means so much to me.
Sergio's teammate Raiden Gamari was also feeling the surrealism. They were taking their step-back shots, hitting their threes, nailing their passes in different plays, and it all culminated to the W.
It feels amazing, honestly. I didn't expect me making a lot of shots in this game because usually I get a lot of rebounds and all that. But I felt a lot of heart for this game. I felt really great for it. It was amazing.
Raiden's brother Arten Gamari plays on the same team as well. And the brothers knew going into the championship rounds, it wasn't just about bringing their skill set, but it was more about bringing the right kind of attitude.
Play hard, work hard, most of all, be humble. I know some people that are too cocky and stuff like that. And I mean, yeah, they can be good, but then I think just being humble and working hard gets you to the finals and the championship.
Clippers brought in CIF referees to judge the championship rounds. Their years of experience helped the kids to perform at a higher level. And this is a throwback for even the refs.
Great memories. The championship game is always big. It's always memorable. I remember playing in championship games. You never forget. I can remember buzzer beaters at, 11 years old. And that was, for me, 30 years ago.
But even 30 years later, some things never change. Like the impact the NBA's funding is having on the community. And no one believes that more than the staff involved. They're seeing on a grassroots level what giving back does for the kids.
Which we all know that anybody that's ever been involved in sports, that, developing and with your community helps develop you as a person as you get older. Because we're all not going to be professional athletes, but we're all going to be adults. And so, having this opportunity that the Clippers provide is going to help bring up this next generation.
It's super cool the way that the NBA and the NHL have helped just sponsor us and giving back to our communities and helping with workshops and programs and stuff like that. So it's something a little extra than your typical youth league that we get added to it.
Now down the street at Wilson Park, the NHL are bringing out the Little Kings, and this is their championship match. The LA Kings were the ones to reach out to the Y for this program. They want more and more kids to pick up the game of hockey and realize that their biggest issue has been the expenses. The Little Kings program is a relatively new program. Now what the NHL has realized is that hockey is an expensive sport to pick up and learn, and mainly because of the gear. This gear that you see the kids wearing from head to toe costs about $600, and they're growing pretty fast, which means they're going to outgrow $600 worth of gear in about a year. So what they've decided to do is they've partnered with the Y, and all of the gear is donated for free. They're saying they'll take care of the expensive part and let these kids just worry about learning the game of hockey. Let's check in with them and see how this game went.
I think it's been a pretty fair run because a lot of the teams have been quite good, and it gave us a bit of a challenge to get up to where we are.
And the kids want more challenges, Quinton McHenry included. He's really come to understand the game of hockey through this league and wants more chances to score goals.
Try to scoot from half of the rink. Try to pass it to someone that's half of the rink already there.
JJ and Quinton's team won this championship round. Had it not been for this league, the kids may never have had another opportunity to pick up the sport. And for only just being 2 years in, the kids are responding very well to learning the game of hockey.
Breaking out of their defensive zone and making stretch passes and having breakaways and defensive zone positioning, all these kinds of things that are core components of the game that they can then see when they watch NHL games on TV. And they're seeing the Kings play on ice, and they can see elements of the game that they're learning and doing here. So basically, they're learning some real hockey, and it's really exciting for me to get to see that actually taking place here.
Those kids sure do know how to play sports like the pros. And did you know many A-list athletes actually started out in Torrance? Louis Zamperini, hometown hero, Olympian, he's a Torrance High grad. Chuck Norris, martial artist guru, went to North. Noel Quinn, guard for the Seattle Storm, and Bishop's very own girls basketball head coach, and who just celebrated her 34th birthday, happy birthday, went to Bishop Montgomery. See? Dream big, kids. Dream big. Still ahead, find out how locals are making their New Year's resolutions come to life. We'll be right back.
Oh, emojis. I thought the conversation just got dumber.
Ugh, internet trolls, just ignore them.
I like you just the way you are.
I believe in you.
She's a hugger. Give her a squeeze.
Help up the hand.
Ah, there you go.
Thanks, mate.
You're killing it, Zane!
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Palm trees, coastline, craft brews. Yep, this is Southern California. But this is Torrance. Have you ever driven to a whole other city just for a bowl of ramen? Because if you haven't, that's about to change. Have you ever been to a beach that feels so much like your own private beach that you're like, where has this been all my life? Welcome, my friends, to Torrance Beach. So private, you hadn't even heard of it. Have you ever been to a mall that had literally 2.7 million square feet of shopping? Run, don't walk to Del Amo Fashion Center. And get this, Torrance is the actual epicenter of the South Bay's craft brew industry. I guess you could say the brews are just craftier here. We also have a farmer's market that's just as much about the people as it is about the food. And even our museum scene is the best of the South Bay. All this just 15 minutes from LAX. You'll come for the city, stay for the experience, and leave as a friend. So, are you in?
Welcome back to the Sports Desk. I'm Lesley Robins. There is no doubt about it. Sporting events, games are loud and fun. You've got the mix of the fans, plus the energy and sheer work ethic of the athletes. That, my friends, is how championships are won. Bishop Montgomery knows a thing or two about that, and they just added a couple more trophies to their case. Talk about epic holiday presents. Not only did the Lady Knights beat Huntington Beach 78-58 to win the Garden Grove tournament, the boys became champions for the 5th time of the Spot Up SoCal Classic that went down just before Christmas as well. The Knights beat San Gabriel Academy 79-43 for the win. Now, when the Knights beat Palisades 82-28 in the second round of the tournament, that wasn't the only celebrating going on that day. With that win, iconic boys basketball head coach and friend of the Sports Desk, Doug Mitchell, notched his 700th career victory, which ranks number 4 in CIF Southern Section history. Coach Mitchell started his career with 11 victories in 2 seasons at South Torrance, then began a brilliant 30-year career at Bishop Montgomery that has included 4 CIF state crowns, 7 CIF Southern Section titles, and 21 league championships. That is #goals right there. And goals, or say New Year's resolutions, was the very thing we spoke to the Knights about when we hit up their recent game against Sarah. A game, of course, they dominated 74-41. Take a listen.
New Year's resolution is to become a better teammate and win a ring and not lose the game the rest of 2019. As a student, finish the year as strong as I can, pass all my classes, get straight A's.
My New Year's resolutions are be a better teammate, get better every day in the gym, get straight A's. Yeah.
Okay, my New Year's resolutions are basically like in the classroom to work harder, because sometimes I feel like I could slack off sometimes and like, I don't know, so I want to work harder. And kind of the same thing with basketball, just kind of give everything my all.
My New Year resolutions are probably, I wanted to strengthen myself, my body, because I got to get ready for college. And I also wanted to improve a little bit more in the classroom, just so I can finish the year out strong.
My New Year's resolution really was just be more confident in myself and increase my work ethic, to be a better son, and to make sure I do everything that I'm supposed to do and become a better man.
While on the topic of New Year's resolutions, so often people put getting in shape and staying healthy at the top of the list. Burning off those extra calories, perhaps, from the holidays? Well, our good friend, Torrance native and CrossFit athlete Jamie Hagia and her team from Torrance Training Lab want to help you get a jump on your fitness goals and achieve a healthier life. Our reporter Cedric Welton was able to train with her about a year ago, and she is no joke. Not only is she a South High grad, she also participated in the CrossFit Games this past August. Looking for group fitness or a one-on-one session? Welcome to the Training Lab.
Physical fitness is typically at the top of everyone's list each new year. I'm here to remind you to get a head start on your health and build the proper habits during these holidays. If you're unsure of where to start, Torrance Training Lab is right in your backyard, and their functional fitness system is more than just a workout. It will give you the blueprint for better life.
Amazing. I was dreading coming because of the workout. Once you see 100 of each movement, you don't want to be here. But once you're here and you complete it, it makes you feel so good, especially if you finish it.
Feeling good now that it's over. It was a pretty longer workout compared to some of the other ones. It was a partner workout, however I did it by myself because I didn't have a partner. So that helped me mentally kind of push myself to stay with some of the other people that were doing it together. So it was a good kind of mental battle.
Formerly known as Torrance CrossFit, the lab wants you to know their methodology is more than CrossFit training. As a client, you'll meet your lifetime coach, gain proper fundamentals to achieve success, and a 5-step recipe for a great life. This while being around high-character, high-energy people. This house was simply made for everyone. An inspiration to her coach, Janet Chang has been training for the past year and has cerebral palsy. She has called this gym home and described how this fitness system has helped shape her.
Well, I mean, it's more about like the different aspects of it, like their strengthening exercises generally. Like it's not necessarily about CrossFit. It's more about like the strengthening and the different movements that can get to the core of, okay, we're going to work this particular muscle, we're going to strengthen this particular muscle. That kind of helps with someone like me who, if I strengthen this particular muscle, that will help with cutting down on the strain of this other particular muscle, which will minimize the pain on my leg or my shoulder or my neck. So that particular type of benefit works for me, and I'm sure it works for many other people. For the general public, it works for general, like in terms of weight loss, but it also works for just strengthening, and it definitely helps. I've heard people say that it helps for people who just sitting at day jobs all day. They could just work out and then sit at a day job for an office job for 16 hours, and they still feel fine.
The reason Torrance Training Lab is so revered by many is the community atmosphere within the building. There's no ego in this gym, no pride. Everyone here has the same common goal, pushing each other to their limits every single workout.
In terms of the gym itself, it's a very communal atmosphere. Last night was a big party. You'll probably see the mechanical bull. That's not usually here. But they do a ton of great events. Just to keep it real lighthearted, keep it real friendly and accessible. I know, been to many gyms in my life, and you walk in and it's just a bunch of meatheads, not putting their weights away, and nobody wants to talk to anybody. They all just want to do their reps and move on. This is not like that. It's a big communal, class-oriented atmosphere. Doing the one-on-ones with Jamie, it's an extremely personable experience. We know about her, she knows about us, she knows about our kid, we know about her life and her family and her nieces and nephews, and she's a very open person, and so it's real accessible, real easy, makes you want to push harder to have that kind of community.
I think the camaraderie, it's a big place, as you can see. So we got people from different backgrounds, different work environments, different body compositions, and here it's pretty open. There's no judgment. Everybody come in, work at your own pace, push yourself however much you want. People hang out after class with each other, go have breakfast. This gym likes to celebrate a lot, so there's a lot of celebrations that happen here, and so it's just the camaraderie and family is good.
This is what we're about, guys. We work out hard, but we like to eat and have fun together.
Where'd you get that from?
The community, the people, they make you come. The trainers, the coaches are amazing. They work with you. If you need help after class, they will stay here and help you and work on your movements. Just the atmosphere itself. I come because of the people that come here.
One of the reoccurring themes is that everyone had to start somewhere. So there should be no intimidation in getting started. The team at the lab and your peer group are with you every step of the way and celebrating you hit every single goal.
So what we would like everyone to know is if you guys have fitness goals, any kind of health or fitness heading into the new year, we would love to have you here at Torrance Training Lab. It's a fun, friendly, positive environment where everyone encourages each other, and you will get your sweat on and have a lot of fun at the same time.
If you're looking to push the boundaries of your fitness in the new year, look no further than the Torrance Training Lab, where the motto here is better together. Reporting from the Torrance Training Lab, I'm Cedric Weldon for the Sports Desk.
That's good stuff. And that's going to do it for today's show. Look forward to seeing you back next week. In the meantime, be sure to stay in touch on social media, Twitter, Instagram. I'm at Lesley Mia, that's LESLEYMIA. The show is at the SportsDesk TV. Tag us, find us on Facebook, send us an email, keep in touch, and take us behind your scenes. For everyone here at the Sports Desk, I'm Lesley Robins. Thanks for watching.